Namo Namaha. Andarki Namaskaramulu. Today is the 23rd day of our lectures on Sanatana Dharma. So we are going to start with a new topic on Vedic mathematics. So far we have finished Vedas, Vedangas, Dharma Shastras, Upanishads, Darshanams, and then Vimana Shastra. Then we had Panchangam, and also we had Bhagavad Gita and Ayurveda. We have finished the first month of our class work. Now we are entering and starting with the second month with the Vedic mathematics from our well-known person, Goutham Mukherjee ji. So first we will have Vande Mataram. After that we will have Prarthana from Ananthanji. Then I will introduce him to you formally. After that, he will have webinar. Thank you very much. Let us have Vande Mataram from Goutamji.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Supalam, Malajashitalam, Shasya Shamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhro Jyotsna Pulakitayaminim, Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhinim, Shuhashinim, Shumadhura Bhashinim, Shukadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram. Dhanyavadaha, Gautamji. Thank you for accepting our request to sing Vande Mataram. Today we will have Prarthana from Ananthanji. Ananthanji, please.
Hari Om. 1 minute meditation. Just we all close our eyes. Relax the body. Total concentration on breath. Without any disturbance. Breathe coming of its own, going of its own. I don't interfere. I just watch. I watch my body also like any other object. Ganapati Gum Havamahe Kavin Kavinamupamashravastamam Jashtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashranvannoti Bisida Sadanam Mahaganapataye Namaha Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebirvajinivati Dhinama Vityavatu Vagdevyai Namaha Gurureva Gatihi Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Naguroh Paramam Shishurasmi Guroho Matirasti Gurau Mama Pahi Guru ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ नमस्ते स्वस्ति।
Dhanyavadah, Anantanji. Now I will introduce our well-known person, Goutham ji. He is MSc in Physics from Burdwan University, West Bengal in 1977, PhD in Physics from IIT Kanpur in 1986. He joined National Informatics Center, NIC, in 1990, retired from NIC in 2016 from the post of Senior Technical Director. Although interested and tried to follow Sanatana Dharma all throughout, interested in Vedic mathematics. He will be now teaching you the Vedic mathematics for next 5 days. You all know that he is a regular member of our group and he participates very well with a lot of insight into the subject. So we are very lucky to have him as our guru for Vedic mathematics. I'll request Goutham ji to take over the webinar. Namaste.
सबको नमस्कार। Screen is coming.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it is.
नमस्कार, सबको नमस्कार। The introduction to Vedic mathematics. So first of all, I will give an introduction of how the counting or mathematics came into being. So from the very beginning, people have to count something. So they wanted to keep track of certain items. So they put a number, just a line, just a line on the ground by a stick or something like that, or writing in some other method. And so counting at times it becomes difficult. So after normally the person is after a few numbers, say 5. So they used to put a horizontal line. This horizontal line, so it will be easy to count this way. So in a multiple of 5. So that is the first very primitive kind of number system, you can say. But Babylonian used some other symbols like separate symbols for 10, 100, these kinds of these. And then Roman number system came, as we know. This was with a few symbols like I, V, X, L, C, D, and M. And they denote these values, as I know, 1, 5, 10, 50, and so on. And they're all additive. There is nothing like that multiplying something and adding. Those kind of things are not that what we see in today's system. Now there is a rule for the addition. So when a higher value is placed on the right and lower value is on the left, that will be a subtraction. So as I give this example, DC, LX, VI is 666, but CD is a higher value, so it is sitting on right than C. So it will be, C will be subtracting D, so it will become 4. Similarly, XL, this will be 50 and minus 10, it will be 40, and then it will be again IV, as you know, 4. So these are still used, but not for calculation purpose. It is for ordinal number, it is numbering something. So this is a cardinal and ordinal number we know. The same numbers are used in 2 ways. How? Now, one is that simply for counting, cardinal numbers are 1, 2, 3, for this just addition, subtraction, everything goes on like that. But ordinal numbers are like first, second, third, fourth, fifth. It is a numbering something and giving a position of something, some item or something like that. A roll number, of course, you use, we say it is cardinal number, but certain sometimes some number of this, say today's session, you can say 64th, so like that. So ordinal numbers, it is not used as a calculation. So like roll number, pins, others, we cannot do an addition, multiplying, those things has no meaning. So after so many different countries have different number systems, so finally the positional number system came in India. Sometimes it was very ancient. We never known the actual origin of that. But in recent times, Aryabhatta quite made it popular in 400 AD. And then it got spread widely through Arabs and then finally to Europe. So Europeans sometimes tell that those are Arabian number systems. So in 8th century, by 8th century, this whole the positional number system was most dominant for any calculation or these kind of things. So it spread the whole world, and that was the dominant number system, but known as Arabic number system. Now here the 9 symbols, 1 to 9 were the numbers, but initially, when some place, this is called, there is a place value for unit, 10, 100, and so on. When some place has no value, a heavy dot or a circle was. So that was the invention of 0. So that was just a corollary of that. However, still it was not known that how to handle this 0 as a number. So that came in AD 620 when Brahmagupta wrote this book, Brahma Putta Siddhanta, and there he involved this involved 0 as a arithmetic also. He also invented negative numbers. So what these properties he got is any number subtracted from that same number is produces 0. The 0 is added or subtracted to any number, result the same number. Any number multiplied or divided with 0 becomes 0. Square root and square root of 0 is 0. But however, the division by 0 was solved quite later. So it was exactly not known, but where from I got it, he said that even after 500 years, they told that something by 0 is infinity, which is actually not fully mathematically correct as per today's world. It is actually limit when 1 by something, 1 by x, when x tends to 0, tends to infinity, we call it in proper language. Now, as you know that we use it the positional number system, what is called place value system also. This is a concept of a base is there. There is a base in there. We use the base 10. Now, this the 10 has the most natural base. It is always somehow in Babylonian also, as you told, that they have separate symbols for 10, 100, and so on. So somehow 10 got the considered as a natural base because of probably 10 fingers. Because first the counting also started in fingers. Now, in the decimal system, there are positions are called, as you know, 10, unit, 10, 100, 1000, and so on. And these are 2 to the power 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. For, sorry, 10 to the power 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Now, in case of computers, there is a, in the circuitry, there is a binary system is used. Why? Because circuitry recognizes only two kinds of things, like whether the current is there or not, whether voltage is there or not. That is the basic design of the circuit, that because it can distinguish between only two states. Thus, it is a binary system is the most common for computer, and thus the binary system is used where 2 is a base. So there is a different, instead of unit 10, 100, and so on, we call it the place of 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and so on. That is this is a binary system. But in handling the binary system, sometimes they are grouped. Like when they are grouped into 3 digits, they are called octal, where the base will be 8, and where the it is grouped in 4. They actually in the today's computer world, the most common grouping is done with the in the 4 in binary number. So it is called hexadecimal, or the base is 16, where 0 to 9, all the decimal digits are used in the same way, with the same value. But since there are no further digits, A, B, C, D, E, and F only, not G, H, and something like that, only A to F are used as a numerical digits. And they are carrying the values. A is 10, B is 11, and so on, up to F is 15. So that is the most way. And I have seen surprisingly, but not surprisingly, it is also obvious, that all the Vedic mathematics formulae and so on equally applicable to hexadecimal numbers. And it is also Vedic formula also nowadays are being used as a in the architecture of the computer. It becomes faster. We'll see that. We'll come into details. Concept of place value and face value. Now, in Google or something like that, will sometimes you got a different meaning. But what I feel comfortable is that place value are the one that is unit placeholder. It is called. So unit 10, 100, those are place value, and those are the placeholders, and those are the place values are 1, 10, 100, and so on, powers of 10. But what is the number which is occupying that place is called the face value. So, for example, the number is given, say 756. Here, 7, 5, and 6 are the face values, and the place values are for 6 it is 1, for 10 it is 5, and for 5 it is 10, and for 7 the place it is holding the place of 100. So it is multiplied with the proper place value, and then total is calculated. That is our when we actually this we normally see like this in arithmetic. No problem. Since childhood we know that if we place 7, 5, and 6 side by side, it becomes 756. But suppose when we start learning algebra in the childhood, we found that it is if A is 7 and B is 5 and say C is 6. So to express this number 756, we cannot write ABC, because ABC in algebra means A into B into C. So we have to write 7A plus 5B plus C. This way we have to express. So this is the same thing here. Similarly, negative place value we know, which is called actually fractions. So after below unit, there is 10 to the power 0 was unit, 10 to the power -1, 10 to the power -2, and so on. So it becomes 0.34. So similarly, 756.34 can be there, and with all these 756 and so on, after that it will be added to 3 into 10 to the power minus 1, 4 into 10 to the power minus 2, and so on. In Vedic number, is a normal conventional mathematics which is not there. In Vedic number system, it is there. It is negative phase value is also possible. It is called vinculum. We'll see that how it is used as a calculation to make the calculation easier. Now, there are so many numerical symbols used in different countries, and these are in various states of India also use different kinds of digits. Those are 0 and 1 to 9. And there are in today's world, I'm always telling that what is that in how to use them. So this way, by Unicode, you can get all those symbols actually. And there are listings of different numbers, so you can see how to get those symbols. So these are listed in the next slides. But numeric, this English numbers are the most common, so they get the very actually computer. There's something called ASCII value, and how to use every symbol, every alphabet has some ASCII value. So these are the most basic. So smallest ASCII value is given to that, and these all numbers are interestingly. Are you getting properly all this? What I'm telling?
Yeah, we are.
Voice is clear. Now in Excel, when we start calculating, not everything are recognized as numbers. But however, I've seen surprisingly that all these different countries' numerical codes, these are can be used as a number. And somebody suppose wants to do every calculation in Hindi. So all the multiplication, subtraction, division, everything can be done totally in Hindi script, Hindi numbering script, Bengali, Punjabi, or say Thai and so on, certain numbers, but not Chinese. But Chinese do not use actually the place value system on India. They have this peculiar notions, and they're additive like say the Roman numbers kind style and so on. So they cannot be used as calculation. I have seen that in Excel. Those are not recognized as numbers. Now, how to do this display this particular things in the next 2 slides, the codes are given. If you write the code, just type out the code and just type Alt X, this button immediately next to it, it will display that that symbol. Now these are the symbols. These are language I have listed, and the first 3 digits. For example, you're known somebody from Tamil, Telugu, recognize that these are you're getting the proper numbers symbols in it of your language. So suppose Hindi. So how to display that? You type there 0966 means 0966. You get this 0. So suppose somebody wants to type say this. Say 4 of Tamil. 4 of Tamil is this one. So you have to write 0BE and this A, capital A. So this becomes, this 4 will be. So Telugu, want to write Telugu of 6 of Telugu, this one. So 09B and C, 09BC, and write all text, it will display this particular thing. Is it clear? I can go to next slide.
Sir, can you please once again explain this, sir?
Actually, these, see, all the languages are assigned certain spectrum, we can say spectrum in the Unicode formula. So, as I told, English is the most common, and English is a very basic one. So 0 to 128, those are not Unicode actually. Those are single bit, it is called. That is an intricate thing actually in computer. This single byte. And these actually, Unicode is a double byte. And double byte is 4 binary, 4 hexadecimal numbers will be there. So 0966. This is the Unicode, total Unicode of the Hindi language. Hindi 0, Hindi 0. Hindi 1, 0967, 0968, 0969, and so on up to 096F. Because Unicode numbers are in hexadecimal. Actually, express can be hexadecimal. Similarly, Gujarati 0AE6 is the 0 of Gujarati. 0AE7 is the 1 of Gujarati, and so on this way. Now, after you display the code, you write Alt up and hold down the Alt key and press X. So it will be displaying that particular symbol. And surprisingly, these symbols, when you display and display somewhere, it's a XLC, this can be recognized as a number. This is very peculiar of that because it is a Unicode sequence. It has nothing to do with the number immediately, but the setting is that such that this can be used as a calculation. Somebody wants to do everything in Malayalam. Suppose their this government of Malayalam, Kerala wants the like that. So everything can be done calculation. Every calculation can be done in using the Malayalam number script. But normally it is not done. Normally everybody is doing numerics in English only. But suppose somebody wants to do it, can do it. Is it clear? Now,
someone wants a demo in the MS Word. I mean, I don't know what it means, but can you please do?
0B6. Somebody wants it. Acha. Okay, let me, because I have to come out of this. Okay, let me try.
I have one thing. Namaste, Goutham ji.
Yeah.
So if I want to write a letter A in Telugu, so I will be putting like 06C6. Sorry, in number 4. Then I have to put 0C6A, right?
I'll tell you. Suppose I write here. Somewhere I write. These are all peculiar symbols. As you see, all are created by this way. So, can you see the MS Word thing now? MS Word screen you are seeing now?
No, Gautam ji. It is
Click
still
on
left.
MS Word.
You are seeing MS Word?
No, it is
No,
not coming.
you select that, screen, then you will get it.
Oh, acha. I have to select the screen. Okay.
Srinivas, P.H. Srinivas ji is telling, can I explain, sir? He's telling whether you can explain.
Yes, madam. Once we write this to get a letter 0 in Hindi 0966, highlight that 4 letters 0966 and press Alt X.
Yeah.
You are getting that 0.
Highlight or just a cursor is placed. Cursor is placed just after that. This also will do the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Either you highlight or
to get a 0 in Telugu 0C66. You write that and press select that 4 letters 0C66 and press Alt X. You are getting 0 in Telugu.
Yes.
Okay.
Similarly, to get a 3 in Telugu, you press 0C68. Sorry, 0C69.
9. So
We get a
yes,
3
exactly.
number in Telugu.
Exactly.
That's how we have to select these 4 letters.
Yeah.
So yes, I
Did I
need
make it clear?
share it again. Yeah, I can share MS Word. I cannot find it. Anyway, you understood. I can share it. Sometimes we can later we can.
Yeah, I think we can answer
I
it
got
later.
to see. Yes, please. So now you can see that this particular thing. Should I go back to this? Oh, the beginning it has come.
If you give me 1 second, I can show practically.
Okay. This can be done. Yes. Sometimes we will have the demo.
Shall I make you co-host? If you can you share?
Yeah. Please. Make it him.
One second.
Because I didn't want to break out from this. You are seeing my screen, no?
We are.
So let him do, because if I switch over to a Word, and I have to come back again to this one. I don't want to disturb this way. These are similarly numeric symbol for other countries.
Okay, this demo we will have at the end of this session.
Okay. That will be good. That will be good.
Yeah.
Demo you can have a letter. So let me now proceed actually. So this I have shown for all these different states of India, but however, there is other numerical symbols. I detected those as numbers in Excel sheet. Those are actually English, of course, is most common, is 0030. As you see, it is first byte is completely zero here. Those who appreciate computers. So this is a basic. Their ASCII code is set, but Arabic is 0660. In case of Hindi and so on, 09 was all the Indian languages were assigned 09, as you say 09. Oh, sorry, 09, 0A, 0B, and 0C after 09. But this is 0660, the first one, 0661, 0662, and so on. And so on. Last one is 0669, Arabic. Thai is 0E50, and so on. So these are all different symbols of different other countries. You can see it is here. Now we come to Vedic mathematics. With the basic things, we come to Vedic mathematics. Actually, 16. What is Vedic mathematics? There are basically in Vedic mathematics, it is emphasized that one should use intuition, not only mathematical logic. Mathematical logic will be in the background, of course, but mainly with all the formulae, it is suggested that always use intuition. It will come very quickly to your mind. That is the idea, and with a lot of practice, it can be done. That state can be achieved. So there are 16 Vedic sutras, and there are 32 other sub-sutras, and only 13 are known to be used, and then the mathematical problems are tackled. Vedic mathematics is a collection of various alternative methods in solving any mathematical problem and develops better control on number system. So what we learn from our childhood are only one system. So one method of addition, one method of subtraction, multiplication, division, and so on. So those are not bad. Those are also used. Those are also part of Vedic mathematics, you can say. But since only those things are dominant now, we understand that is as if something different, or is a conventional one, and so on. You call it. So, but that is always in the background. But however, on the specific particular cases, there will be so many alternatives will be there, and in particular case, which is the best fit one, that your intuition will tell that. Upon practice, it will come, and choosing the best method, you can do it. And instead of doing mechanically, and you know, sometimes you do algebra also, and these all the methods that have different algebra in the background. So like the conventional method is using a particular algebra, all the alternative methods also have their respective algebra, and we use intuitionally all these things. Now already what we're doing, sometimes we use like sometimes a problem is given, say 777 square minus 775 square. Here we know that we have to use a different algebra. We do not evaluate it that way, using the BODMS, it's called Bodmas formula, like that way. Instead of that, we use a different algebra. First we do 777 plus 775, and then you multiply it by 2. So the A square minus B square formula. So always we do different kinds of shortcuts at times. Vedic mathematics is a most prominent all the different procedures, and it gives a overall better control on the system, so that we can use the most efficient method at any time. And so therefore, the practice of mathematics can be a method of mental development also, in parallel to solving mathematics in hand. So these are the Vedic mathematical formulae. These are the 16 main sutras. Ekadikana Purmendo. So these all are in some other slide I written the English meaning of all these things. Those of you know Sanskrit can easily understand that what is the meaning of that. Nikhilang Navatas Charamang Dasato. This will be used very mostly we'll be using sometimes this one because everything from 9 and the last one from 10 it says. So these are the main sutras and these are the sub sutras now. These are, I think this is blocking now. These are the sub sutras. This is the book by Bharati Krishna Tirthaji, and is this bar blocking somewhere?
No, it is not.
Oh, so you can see the whole book now. Yeah. So Vedic mathematics by Bharati Krishna ji, Bharati Krishna Tirthaji. So it is. You can purchase it. I'll give you the link in Amazon, so that it's only 225 or something like that. It will be very good for studying Vedic mathematics. Now I come to some meaning in English, like ekadikanu purvena. It means that one more than the previous. Nikhilam navatas charanamang dasata. It is for all from 9 and ultimate digit is from 10. That will come in. All these things will be demonstrated in the course of time. Urdha tijagabham, with upper and slant. And paravarta
Just move the slide, this one, it is in 13 sub-sutras. What you are explaining, it's not seen.
Pardon me?
I can see, madam.
Is it? Only 13 sub-sutras is seen. Even that, this one is seen.
I can see only 13. I think he's showing only 13.
No, he's explaining
Sub-sutras-
the previous page, na? That way, that's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
Nikhilam and all, it is in the previous page. That
Sutras
is why.
page.
Oh, display
These
is there in
sub-sutras.
previous page.
Yeah, this is sub-sutras. The other page has that sutras, no?
16 sutra.
Nikhilam,
This is 16 sutras. Okay.
We are not seeing 16 sutras. We are seeing 13 sub-sutras. That's
Sir, you are
the
explaining
previous
sutras.
page.
Change
Yeah.
the screen, sir.
Change the
the
screen. You have to
screen.
change the
Screen is
slide.
not changing. Screen is not changing.
No.
No.
But in here, screen is getting changed.
16 sutras screen you have to put, sir.
You just stop sharing and share it again, and you'll get
Oh,
it.
acha. Oh, resume share. Yes. Resume share. Yeah. This has come now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
it is changing 16 sutras. This was.
Yes, sir.
Yes, now it has.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then it is 13 sub-sutras. Okay. Yeah. Only this is some disruption. I think it got out. Vedic mathematics, Bharati Krishna Tirthaji. And you can see it, the book actually.
Yeah,
Yes.
we are able to see.
This can be shared. I'll give the link, Amazon link, so you can purchase it 225 only. Now there is the Vedic Sutras meaning in English. Ekadikana Purvena, meaning one more than the previous. The Nikhilam Navata Charamang Dasataha is all from 9 and ultimate digit from 10. Urdha Tirjakabham. It is called with upper slant, meaning is. Paravartaya Yojajet. It is transpose and apply. So likewise, Shunnam Sammo Samuchaya. A common factor is the same, which is 0. This all will be used somewhere, but not always We will be referring to that sometimes, but will be most common will be that Nikhilang Navatas Charamang Dasta and Ekadikana Purvana, Urdhati Jagabhavan also. These are all used somewhere in case of calculus. The 7 is used, Sankala, Bekala. Calculus will not cover in this. This will be an advanced course. Chalana Corona Bham, Javadunam, and so on. So many these things, you can see it is shared already. So these are there, subsutras and their meaning. Now we come to scope of Vedic mathematics. Arithmetic computation we do multiplication, division, factorization and differentiation, HCF, then equations, then divisibility, recurring decimals and integration. Out of which we will be mainly covering arithmetic, some addition, etc. The multiplication, division, we will be covering divisibility, recurring decimal. This will be covering in this basic course. Now, arithmetic calculation, the rules of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Actually, I myself cannot read properly. Oh my God. The rules of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, which conventionally taught in school, all have some or other algebraic background. Sometimes we consider that, and sometimes we do not, because it is taught in this procedure. We always may not go. All of us may not go. Somebody, someone who is interested in algebra and algebraic background of that can do it. Sometimes we did also, and this inherent algebra can be found out. Similarly, once the inherent algebra is changed, the procedure of the method can be changed automatically. However, if we change the algebra, but still we stick to our conventional procedure, we will not get the actual feel of it. We have to change the procedure. So that is, we'll see how the procedure is changed, and this comes by practice, and automatically this it will be very easy to evaluate that using that new procedure. In basic mathematics, negative, as I told, negative phase value is also used, especially for number more than 5. So suppose the number 40 it is there, we have to handle 8. Instead of that, we express it as 5 and 2 with vinculum. It is a bar above 2. It is actually a negative number. We cannot write 5 minus 2. It will become 5 minus 2. It will be different meaning. So 2 is, the negative symbol is given above, so that it becomes now 50, because 5 is in the tens place, so the value is 50 and minus 2, so 50 minus 2 becomes 48. That is the idea of using vinculum. So this is called vinculum reduction, and this is reduces the effort, and I'll be telling you how it is done. In number with the bar above is called vinculum. Actually, it is a negative, it denotes the negative face value of a number. And there is actually some technical difficulty at all. There actually there is no Unicode number which gives a bar above of the number. So with a lot of effort, I had to bring this. And if we copy it, it will not come properly, because it is separately it is done. So like this, suppose I have to write 6 can be expressed as is 10 minus 4, so it becomes 1, and here is not this. Vinculum has not come, so 4 bar is above. So there is a bar is above, so this becomes 6. 97 is actually 10, and then 3 with vinculum. So 143 and 143 with vinculum becomes 142857, because Nikhilam Navatas Charamang Dasata. This will be all will be subtracted from 9, and last will be from 10. So 1 becomes subtracted from 9 becomes 8, 4 subtracted by 9 becomes 5, and 3 subtracted by from 10 Charamang Dasata becomes 7. We'll come back again on these things. So 289, it is 300 minus 11, so it is can be called expressed as 3 and 1 bar above. So I mean, 3, the 1 3 2 double 4 like this bar is become 2 8 6 7 5 6. The Sutra Nikhilam Navatas Charamam Dasata, all from 9 and last from 10 in every block, last from 10, and Ekanunna Purvana. This the beginning of these things are made actually Ekanunna or Ekadhikanu Purvana, as the case may be. This one is this 3 becomes Ekanunna Purvana. 3 is reduced to 2. This also is important. Here also 3 is reduced to 2, and then the rest of the things are done with Nikhilam Navatas Charamadasta. So that is the idea. We'll practice, it will come nicely. This using vinculam or the negative phase value. Normally we are not practiced by using negative phase value, but we'll see it now how to use it. As was told earlier, vinculam means negative phase value, excepting the sign. Excepting the sign, it was exactly the same as positive phase value. It can be, that means it can be used as easily as you handle the positive phase value. Only thing is that you have to mind it, that particular in the place value, what is there, you multiply with the negative one and subtract with the with higher position numbers, so that it becomes ultimately evaluate that actual value. Vinculam is applied to reduce effort, and expert and intelligent use of vinculam will require table up to only 5 by 5 into 5. Not 8 by 8 multiplied by something and so on. And this will not be required. But this can be used in addition, subtraction, division, and so on. Now this example is given: addition using Nikhilam Sutra and vinculam. Where the digits in the addends are greater than or equal to 5, it is easier to convert and add vinculums and finally convert the resultant vinculum into actual numbers. Numbers to add, these are the numbers to add. They all are having, say, 9, 6, 7, 8, all are more than 5 here. And so what we do? So vinculum I find, we convert it into vinculum. How? Nikhilam Navatas Charamadasta. And when converting to vinculum, this becomes added actually. This Ekadhikana Purvana. So 3 out of the whole block, this particular 9, 6, 7, 8 is the block, suppose. This I want to convert it into vinculum. So 3 becomes 4. And 9 subtracted from 9 becomes 0. 6 subtracted by 9 from 9 becomes 3. 7 subtracted from 9 becomes 2. And 8 subtracted from 10, Charamang Dasata, so becomes 2. So this becomes a vinculam. Explanation is like this: 40,000 minus the 0,322 produces this number. In the background, the explanation is already that we do it, but here we give it different letters. Finally, we add these things. So adding these things are very easy that way. 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus, but these are negative. There can be mixture also at times. This becomes negative 8 vinculum. When the vinculum is continuous, we write it continuous. Actually, there are separately also can be done. And it is the same thing, whether you write separate symbols of vinculum on the top or you write the total bar. Similarly, all these things are converted this way and finally add it. 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4. This becomes, but this actually, this becomes 4 negative, but one is carried, negative 1 is carried for the next higher digit. So it becomes 2 plus 1 becomes 6. So this finally, explanation is there this side. This is 1,40,000 minus this one and becomes this one, and finally we take out the vinculum that same way. When we again from the vinculum we convert to normal number, we so it is 14 becomes 13, and then 6 subtracted from 3. This 6, 4 and subtracted from 3. 6, 4 and 6. These are subtracted from 9. They go 3, 5, 3, and 8. Last one, Charamang Dasata. So last one is subtracted from 10 becomes 2. Is it clear? You can actually, is it possible to unmute everyone so that we can have a total interaction kind of session?
No, all are unmuted.
Oh,
They can use.
okay. So
Sir,
if
the
anyone,
last one, 1,33,532, you have told, actually this first two digits 13. Can you please explain once again?
oh yeah, I made it separately, but actually it is the same thing. We got the result like this. Upon adding all these numbers, we got 6468 as negative this vinculum, and 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5, it becomes 14. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
I got it. Now we got 14 and then vinculum on 6468.
Yes, sir.
Here, when you convert from vinculum to number, we do equal nunna purvan. So it becomes 14 becomes 13. I mean, 1 remains 1, but this 4 became 3.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And here, in Nikhilam Navata, all from 9. All
9, yes.
subtracted from 9. So 6, 4, and 6 are subtracting from 9 to get 3, 5, and 3 respectively. 6, 4, 6. But 8 is subtracted from 10. Charmang Dasutra. So last one is from 10.
Yes, 10. Sir.
Excuse me, what was the first sutra for 1 to keep the 1 as 1 for what, 13? The 13 4.
Oh, and there is no sutra. They are actually 1 will remain as 1. When we are converting from vinculum, only that which is non-vinculum, the last one of non-vinculum will be affected. Rest will not be affected. This will only 4 will be affected, not beyond that. There can be so many other digits, but they will not be affected. Only vinculum border digit will be affected. Okay. Converting to vinculum, this gets added. 3 gets added and becomes 4. 2 becomes 3. 1 becomes 2, and 4 becomes 5 this way. Okay.
So, Mahodaya, if there is a 0 there, instead of 14, if there is a 10 there, what will happen when we are removing the vinculum?
Oh, yeah. Then, of course, then you have to see it. Suppose the 10 was there, it will be okay, obviously it will be 9. Then you have to consider, no?
Oh.
Not mechanically like that, obviously. It is after all full number, 14, basically. Okay. Same thing.
Guruji, is it we have added 1 for every number, right from 3, 9, 6, 7, 8? That is why we are subtracting from at the final result also, we are deducting 1 number. Is it so?
Which one?
We are adding 1, no, for every number. 3, 9, 6, 7, 8. We are adding 4, 0, no?
We are adding.
We are adding 1 number, no? For every first digit.
No, not like that. 9 plus 0, 9. No? Then 6 plus 3. That is 9 now. You have to attain 9 now. So for getting 9, for this 6, you have to add 3. Then for this 7, you in order to get 9, you have to add 2. For this 8, in order to get 10, because the dasamat, no, that is the reason you have to add 2.
So this is the procedure of conversion to normal number to vinculum, as I told. Here, suppose I want 3, 9, 6, 8, 7, 8 to be converted. So what we do, we understood that these are all more than 5. So we first we make the target that we will be converting 9, 6, 7, 8 part only to vinculum. So this will be converted. These are all subtracted from 9 and put a bar above. So these are all subtracted from 9 except the last one is from 10. So you get 0, 3, 2, 2. But how to display? 3 cannot remain as 3 because we are making these as negative. So 3 will become 3 becomes 4. We have to add 1, 2, 3 and becomes 4. So explanation is like this. We do it. We always in the subtraction we learn this procedure, but it is a vinculum way of representing the same thing, same truth, like we did in conventional mathematics, conventional subtraction. Okay, it is basically conventional subtraction in a different form. Okay. So that we go with those formula, ekadikani or ekanina purvena or the nikhilam navatas. Somebody wants to tell something?
Sir, this Vikulam, we have we have to add it na of our own. This 40322, 32311, 21433, 52402. This all we have to add manually to arrive at 146468. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Manually we have to add.
Manually we are adding, say 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2 becomes 8. 2
8.
plus 1 plus 3 becomes 6. 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 becomes 14. So 4 is there and carrying that vincula 1. So 0, 2, 1, 2 and it becomes 6. And then this 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5 becomes 14.
Okay.
So this finally, upon adding it gives this one and this. And then finally got, again we convert and
We convert this as
So, Mahodaya, so it is not necessary that all the numbers under vinculum should be less than 5?
Oh, yeah. So in the next slide,
because I am seeing in the previous slide, one after adding all those numbers with vinculum.
yeah. So here you get another one, additional using Nikilam Sutra and vinculum. For the digits in the addendum are 5, and this is also I've told, and vinculum finally converted into vinculum actual number. This is also same thing I told. First you convert and then. But numbers to add are like, suppose like this. All are not more than 5 as you told. So 39274. How do we do it? 39
Guruji Namaskar. Guruji Namaskar.
Namaskar.
If I have to understand 39274, previous slide, please. Previous slide. Yeah, if I have to understand 39678, it is like starting with 3, I have to add 1, it becomes 4. And for the next 2 digits, for 9 and 6, I have to compare with 9. So
9, 6 and 7. 9, 6 and 7.
I'll tell you what I understand from this. For 3, by adding 1, it becomes 4. For 9 compared with 9 becomes 0. 6 compared with 9 becomes 3. Whereas the last 2 digits of 7, 8.
No, not that.
Not it like 7. They should be compared with 100. That's why they are becoming.
No, it is same thing. It is all compared with 40,000 actually, basically.
No,
so yeah,
the last 2 digits
shows that when you jumped one step. 7 in your language I tell 7 compared with 9 becomes 2, but 8 compared with 10 becomes 2. 8 subtracted from 10 becomes 2.
Yeah,
okay.
Because if I take the last 2 digits compared with 100, it becomes 22.
Same thing.
The second 27689. 89 compared with 100 becomes 11.
Same thing.
7 compared with 100 becomes 33. Whereas compared with 9 happens only with the second and the third digits.
It is same thing. It is same thing. 678 subtracted from 1000 becomes 320. It is same thing. So what I'm telling that it is same thing. We actually in Vedic mathematics sometimes we go digit by digit. You are telling 100. So why to we have to exercise the brain 100 minus 78? We do not do. Rest of the thing we subtract from 9. Only last one is subtract from 10. Nikilam Namatas Charamandasata.
So only last one is subtracted from 10, whereas from second digit onwards it should be compared with 9.
Right.
Thank you.
So this is actually smaller one. Maybe that I jumped one step. This is smaller one can be done fast, so we understand more. But here, like here it says 39274. It's mixed up less than 5 to the more than 5. So 39 becomes 41. See 40 minus 1 is 39. So that's what 4 and 1 vincula. 27. This 27 part becomes 3 and 3 vinculum, because 30 minus 3 is 27, and then 4. So likewise, wherever we get more than 5, we do it. 37 becomes 4 and this 3. Vinculam. 4, 9. 49 becomes 5 and 1. 283. 2, 8. Here is 3, 2. 3, 6. 4, 4. 4, 4 vinculam. 2. 4 and then 4 you keep at 4. 38 becomes 4 and 2 vinculam. 26 becomes 3 and 4 vinculam. When you add now, you will find that that is the main crux of the thing, because this how it, you see that how it becomes easier, because 4 minus 4, it actually basically 4 minus 4, 2 minus 4. 4 and minus 4 gets cancelled. 2 and minus 1 results in 1. How these numbers are getting smaller, you see. 3 bar, 5, 4 bar and 3. 3 bar and 3 gets cancelled. 5 and 4 bar becomes 1. Okay. 3 bar gets cancelled and 4, 2 bar becomes 2 here. And 1 bar, 4 becomes actually 3. 3 and 2 bar becomes 1, and 1 plus 4 is 5. And this 4 plus 5 plus 3 plus 4 is 16. How this
Guruji,
just
namaskar, Guruji. Guruji, namaskar.
Guruji, namaskar.
Kindly, once again, can you explain this page?
Yes, I'll tell you. See, idea is that what do you do? How you calculate this one? 4 plus 9, 13 plus 2, 15 plus 6, 21. This one we put and 2 carry. We are exercising 2 marks with 7, 4, 6. We are adding and 23, 33 plus 1, something 33 plus 8 is 41. All these things. We don't have to go to that range. Once we convert this, simplify this using a vinculum, using negative face value. Okay. Then we see that when we adding, at the time of adding, they get started cancelling. 4 gets cancelled with minus 4. See, here also 4 plus 6 becomes 10. Suppose somebody wants to do that way also. Some certain people are habituated.
Guruji, here my doubt is 39274 converted into vinculum became 41334. How it came?
I will tell you. 1 minute, sir. I will tell you. 39 we have to take. 39.
Sir, whoever is please let Goutham Mukherjee explain. He is the speaker. So unless until he
no
gives
problem. No, I don't consider it like that.
No. You see, if everybody starts talking,
I'll first tell my way. See, I told you what you do, you demarcate the block.
Yes, sir.
So here see, 39 is 9 is more than 5.
Yes.
So I identify that it is a block, but 2 is not more than 5. So do not put in a block. Earlier, in the earlier slide, what you did, the whole thing was more than 5. Everything was in a block.
Yes.
So we did converted everything. Everything is more than 5. Everything was in a block. It is more than 5, or when it is running through. Therefore, I told them more than or equal to 5.
Increase the volume, sir.
Also put like this one. These all are more than or equal to 5. When running in the running condition, it is equal to 5 is also will consider it. But here, what you see, the next slide, 2 is much less than 5. So you do not consider it a block. Rather, 27 becomes a block because 7 is more than 5. Here we see 53. No, 37 in the 3. 7 is more than 5. So here it is a block. 9 is more than 5. So using the previous one, you have to make the block. Just more than 5 cannot stand when a single. You have to consider the previous one also. So this 8 is more than 5. So this 28 becomes a block. 6 is more than 5. So 36 becomes a block. 4 and then 3, 8. This becomes a block and this becomes a block. First, you identify these blocks. And in the blocks, you use Nikilam Namatas Charmagastam. We have only 2 digits. So first one will be, I'm sorry, only one is there. So this will be all from 10, subtracted from 10 only. Here the case is, since it is only one is lying, other one is just supporting it. Other one will be that Ekadikana Purvena formula. So 3, 9, so 3 becomes 4 and 9 subtracted from 10 becomes 1. This is the one. 2 and 7. 2 becomes 3 and 7 subtracted from 10 becomes 3. 3 vincula, this way. And logically, you can say that 39 can be expressed as 40 minus 1. So this 40 is in this block is in the 10 digit. 40 minus 1, 4 and bar above. So this 3, 9 becomes 4 and vincula 1. 2, 7 becomes 3 and vincula 3. This way. It's clear now?
No, sir, still not clear. So we request you to start with 2 digits, please.
Sir,
Because for me,
inaudible, sir. Volume is very
We
low.
started with 2 digits only.
sorry.
These are 2 digits only. 3 and 39 is a 2-digit number.
Can you please explain it right from the beginning, because it's completely bounced to me. I don't know about rest of them.
Acha, I will consider it.
Yeah, Gautam ji.
The volume, sir, please.
3, 9, okay.
Guru,
Three
just start with
becomes
small numbers. That will be easier.
4.
Yeah, if you are going
And
with
9,
1000.
it is subtracted from 1. 10, sorry, 10. 10 minus 9. This is 3 becomes, this is 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 becomes 4. And 9 subtracted from 10, this becomes 1 with a bar above. Acha, 2 digit number, right? Suppose it had been with, suppose 287.
Sir, earlier we subtracted from 9, but this time we are subtracting from 10.
This is the actually last one. I'll tell you how it is coming. So here you there are only 2 combinations. There are 3 combinations are there. 387. Okay. Here this we want to convert it into vinculam because these are more than 5, but this is not. So this will be ekadikana purvena. This will become 4. This will become 4. This.
Can you give me a second? I'll explain.
No, let me first explain, then tell you way. 3 becomes 4. 87 actually want to convert, not 3. We are converting 87 to vinculam so that these numbers get the same value. So 3 have to be added to 4. I mean, added by 1 to get it 4. 8 subtracted from 9 becomes 1. And 7 subtracted from 10. Nikilam Navatas Charamang Dasat becomes 3. Actually, we do it. We know it in some subtraction. We always do. We call it carry and carry added to that. Somebody we subtracted. When you subtract.
We got 3. Please, how we got 3 here?
When you suppose you get 400 minus 13, what we put it, we subtract from 10, isn't it? 7. But we add 1 here. We add 1, isn't it? When you subtract, because this subtracted from lesser number, we add 1, isn't it?
We deduct 1.
Deduct 1 from here, actually. Or sometimes we actually different culture. When sometimes we deduct, we call it add 1 here. Here we, as if we imagine that this is 1 was there. So there's 1 we add here, so that becomes 2, becomes actually, again 2 subtracted from 0 becomes 8. And here also we thought that 1 is there, 0 was added 1 and becomes 3. This way we subtract, no. It is the same way actually. It is the same thing. Here actually, when you are adding here 1, all you are subtracting, what is the same thing? Subtracting. We are actually subtracting from 9. Instead of subtracting from 10, we are actually subtracting from 9. So these we are doing in a, writing in a formula that Vinculam Navatas Sarvam. So we practice it all zeros, you subtract in previous slide if we go. 14,000 this or 40,000 minus 322 you could do. You will get the same thing basically. Or say 30,000 minus 2311. All are, when you subtract, you are unknowingly following the same thing. Your first one is subtracting from the rightmost one, you are subtracting from 10. Rest one, we are adding that thing 1, and finally effectively it is subtracting from 9. We always do like that. But here writing in a formula, it becomes a, because this becomes practice, it will be subconsciously, it will be doing, we are doing the same thing. Absolutely, mathematics is the same. So we are in a formula we are doing.
Sir,
And
the
with a lot of
second
practice,
line,
it becomes very faster. It becomes fast. And
sir,
without
the
any
second
confusion.
line 53,53749.
Huh.
It has not become 6,4, no? It has become 5 only. But rest of all we added 1. Here we did not add 1. For the first digit.
No. See, 5 is getting, we are not, the next one is not, we are not converting into Vinculam. We are 5, I'm not interested. I identified that block is that 37. It becomes 4 and 3 on above the bar. Here, this 9 was here. So it becomes 4 and 1 bar. But here 5 is separate. We are considering converting 7 into Vinculam with 3. 37 have to convert into Vinculam, becomes 4 and 3 above, bar above.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I got it. Okay.
So purposefully I put these numbers because it alternately it is alternately Vinculums are there to show you that this is how they get cancelled. Purposefully I did to call one positive, one negative, one positive, one negative. So one negative, positive, negative, positive. Again, this one negative, positive, positive, negative, and so on. So that how they get cancelled and you get this number 5211. Simple number. It is clear to everyone?
Sir, here
Anybody want to comment in a different way? Huh?
So Gautamji, this looks like in the regular method, if we keep adding the numbers, it becomes bigger and bigger number. But if we follow this Vinculum method, somehow with this addition of plus and minus, it will become a small number only all the time, and it is easier to manage in blocks.
So this is actually saying you don't have to add 4, 9, 2, the very big mathematics is there. So you come up to 53, 60, 70, and so on. You keep on digit, and then carry 7, 8. Again, you all these things you carry 2 here. These all big numbers, and here carry. Sometimes you carry big numbers. You carry sometimes. Okay, here sometimes it's 3 and so on. Sometimes 4, sometimes it is 5, and so on. And the number of lines are bigger. Sometimes you carry 7, 8, all these things. Even hundreds becomes carry. So to avoid that, you convert it into Vinculam, and then it gets cancelled and becomes smaller and smaller numbers.
Sir, here in first line you have marked Vinculum in all, and that is from 10th division digit. In second line it is from units digit. Like that it is coming alternatively. Why it is so, sir?
No, I chose that as I told. I chose the number this way. You can choose your own number and practice. I can show me and say tomorrow. Today you can practice. it is according to the requirement, which is whenever something is more than 5, we try to convert it into Vinkulam. Here it is 9 is more than 5, not 2. Here it is 7 is more than, it is alternatively it is placing like that. Here 9 was more than, unit digits you told, na? This is 9 is more than 5. So it is 6 is more than 5. 2 is not more than 5. So, but 6 is more than 5 here in this particular. This one, in this one, 6 is more than 5. So here I am interested in converting 6 into Vinkula, not 2. Why to convert 2 into Vinkula? Okay.
So Mahodaya, in your example, you cleverly took the alternative, like smaller and
Exactly,
bigger,
exactly.
smaller
That's
and
what I
bigger
told.
number. But if we have a series of more than 5 number, we can make it 3-digit also or 4-digit also, like how you have done in the previous slide.
Actually, if it is suppose all are say all are less than 5, but number becomes very high. Even then, since all are less than 5, their addition will not be very high. If you suppose there are so many numbers, suppose here, so many numbers are there which is more than 5, it will keep on adding. Suppose numbers are also, there are 10 such numbers. It will easily shoot up to more than 100 even. That single digit you are adding, okay, only unit digits are you are adding, and the result is shooting over 100. Okay, so it is very difficult to handle, and sometimes you commit mistake in adding large numbers with large numbers. So it is a way to this way to convert it into Vinkulam cleverly, so that whenever it is more than 5, you convert, otherwise not, and becomes easy to handle. It becomes cancelled, sometimes cancelled, and becomes a smaller number. Okay. Any more doubt?
Well, I have one. What I understand from this is to do a higher digit number and subtracting. So it is involving 4 subtractions and one addition, and again subtracting from the one. I think it is complicated one. Instead of this one partly, we are able to add it. No, that is my doubt.
As I told, if you keep on adding big numbers, it will be very big. So it is better to, whenever the digit is more than 5, you convert it into Vinkulam form. So it becomes negative, some positive, negative gets cancelled, and that way you proceed. Like this example, like you can, the slides are shared, so you can practice with this. You can practice on your own. You can suppose instead of 392, you can write say 399, let's say 398. How will you do it? Or 398, and then again, so you make it 24, because otherwise it will be, all 3 will be more than 5. So all again that same thing will come. We like, we can do example, but actually today I want to proceed. This one you practice first. If some people practice and come back to me, it will be easier to discuss this tomorrow. Okay.
Sir, can you convert 50,235 into Vinkula?
50,000.
50,235.
Is there a need to convert?
Is there a need? Because it's all.
Is there any need to convert? That is the first question.
Yeah, none of them are like above 5.
Means like
Is
in
it
case
50
if I'm
to
adding with
45?
some other numbers, I just want to have this as an example.
Sir, what to do when you have 5? You have taken all the numbers more than 5 or less than 5.
Suppose it is 50,935. Okay. Suppose it is 50,935. So what to do? I have to like this. So it becomes 50. Oh, sorry. 0, sorry, it is not
51.
1. Okay. And then 1 Vinculam and 35. Is it correct? Here you consider 09. 09 becomes 1 and 1 Vinculam. Rest one, these things constitute same thing. Okay. They all can be coming as practice. So I proceed. I don't think there will be problem. I think I can proceed to next slide. Later on, if tomorrow some of you come with some numbers. Your suppose you get come across some division or addition. This one. And or you can design yourself and then come back with some do the additions and like we can solve it in the class for sometimes. Before going to the next topics, we can solve in the class, no problem. Okay. Today I proceed.
Yeah,
This was the thing.
The time is running out.
So when this one there, now, actually, in Vedic mathematics, you will see YouTube and search for YouTube Vedic mathematics. You will see a lot of tricks. Now, trick also, not all tricks comes from Vedic mathematics all the time, but then may come any mathematics. Actually, Vedic mathematics is not a separate kind of mathematics. It's a general, as I told, that you change the algebra and the algebra gets procedure gets changed. It is to keep on changing the procedure and as and when required, and that can be labeled as Vedic mathematics. You can call it, but these are also sometimes called a trick. So it is like this: squaring a number ending in 5. So 35 square becomes, go to write like that: 3 into 4 and then 5 into 5, 25. So 45 square becomes 4 into 5 and then 25. And this one. This way. These are the, you can say that how it can be done. Above so-called tricks are used sometimes as shortcuts to various calculations. However, Vedic mathematics is not meant for tricks only. They have much deeper level of algebraic interpretation at times. The algebra is very simple. 10a plus 5 is the number, and anything ending in 5 becomes 100 a square plus 2 into 5 into 10a. So it becomes 100 you common and a into a plus 1. This is the trick that you do ekadikono purveno can be applied, and plus 25 that becomes, people tell that okay, you this and the next number, that means 2 into 3 and then 25 becomes 625. This was the thing. Okay, so today I end here with the very basic things, and if any doubt is there, tomorrow I'll start with multiplication. Is it okay?
One doubt.
Yeah, please.
Wow. In the earlier calculations, you have taken all the numbers greater than 5 or less than 5. What to do when you have 5? All these numbers.
As I told, when 5 is running, 5 doesn't matter actually. 5, whether you express 55 as 6 and 5. Actually, 65 can be considered as 75. This way, no need converting like this. Rather, 55, if a number is there in 55, so I can express it as 1 and then 4, 5 like this. Because 55 is 100 minus 45. So it becomes 1 and then 4, 5 like this. I can do it. But 55, 5 is optional. Whether you convert it or not doesn't matter.
Oh, it's an optional. You can convert or can leave it like that.
Because in any case, handling 5 or -5, it becomes the same thing, no? Whereas in case of other numbers,
Yes,
handling 7 and handling 2 vinculum, -2 or -3 becomes different.
Thank you.
Basically, all numbers should be from 1 to 5. That is the logic.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes.
Okay. Later we'll see that in multiplication also, if those are things are becomes 5 and there will be a lot of negative numbers and get cancelled, it will be very easy, becomes very smaller numbers, short numbers. Any other doubt? Any other slide you want to consider? Or if time permits, I give a small introduction to the next, to what we'll discuss tomorrow. Any question? See, tomorrow we'll be covering these big numbers like this. How we get to an entangle in large multiplication like this. But it will be very easy. Just to give a glimpse of that. This one. This you will see only 10, only 3 less than 10,000. This is only 7 less than 10,000. So we can do it very easily. You can multiply the procedure. Just subtract 7 from here and multiply only 3 into 7. Only this much multiplication you have to do. Rest are we considering this algebraic formula. This one. So that is the thing. Mechanically, if we start multiplying these numbers, big numbers, how much difficulty we get? Let's consider. So these are the algebraic change and the procedural change. We'll make it easier.
Kindly mute your mics if you are talking to something else. It will be a disturbance, please.
Or as far today's session go, suppose you want to get some more clarification. Suppose you give me numbers considering 5 and so on. More than 5, less than 5 combination.
Goutham, I think the time is up. It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, time is up. Yes, yes. Okay, thank you all.
The rest people should do homework.
Yes,
and
and
practice.
then come back again.
Yes, they should practice, and they'll have difficulties. That difficulties tomorrow will be explained.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Babu
We have a good session from Goutham Mukherjee ji. If there are no further interaction today, what we do is that we will do Prarthana and then do Janganamana and close. Ananthanji, are you there? Okay, please do Prarthana.
All others have to mute their mics, please.
Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahimmahishaha O Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam
लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी। देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः। अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः। अधनाः सदनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतम्। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः। सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम।
Let's have Janagana Mana now from CC Babu garu.
Right. जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्ज्वल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद।